You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 247.
240. Damn, it's 247.
247.
247, man. I'm Ralphie Falcone this week.
Hey, talk about it. Listen, new listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling relaxed for reasons that we discussed.
Yeah.
Your boy been over. No, I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. Feeling refreshed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's what's up.
I know, man. But how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm here. You know, I'm chilling.
Gotcha.
I went to Friday here in St. Louis. Every year they have what's called the balloon glow and balloon race.
Yeah.
Friday was the balloon glow. So
Forest Park, right?
yeah, Forest Park.
Okay.
Yep. Went out to that. Dope family friendly event. Just a bunch of vendors, food, all of the hot air balloons. They just, they light them up when it gets dark outside. So it's cool.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just went to Art Beats and Lyrics a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's so funny seeing like a lot of the same people that I saw there, but in family mode.
Yeah.
So I'm loving the fact that, us, I don't know if we're like the middle or older millennials. I don't know.
I think we're middle.
Middle.
Yeah.
But it's funny how us millennials can we can do it all, right? We can go turn up, we can be ratchet at an event like Art Beats and Lyrics, but when it's family time, everybody matching shoes and shirts and all that. Like it's really dope to see. Like I really enjoy. I enjoy seeing it. So it's the duality. I love it, man. I love it. So that was dope. It was dope.
I guess, man. Let me ask you this: do you kind of have like this selfish view of like exclusivity? And it's like when I say this, like when say you want to get something, right?
Yeah.
The new pop up, new pair of kicks, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You like when something's hyped up, but you can get it. But like, say after you buy it, it's still available. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel? Like, is that a me thing? Do you have that same feeling?
I feel like I've had that feeling before.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of like the things that I like to collect, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't really, at least a lot of people that I'm in close proximity to.
Yeah.
Not those types of collectors. So it's all right, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, let's take it off the collectibles then.
Okay.
Like, let's just talk about shoes.
Shoes.
Because that's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Grinding my goddamn gears.
Yes.
Like, I go after a pair of shoes. Them shit's supposed to be sold out just like every other pair of shoes I try to go get. But the minute I hit on some shoes, them the shoes that just
still
sit.
available.
No, fuck no.
And all sizes, all sizes too. Like it's not even the real small and the real big size.
Right,
It's
every size, like the whole run. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
And it's multiple in each size available.
Made me feel bad because I like the shoes. Hold on, wait a minute. Like, I know I like what I like. I know we live in a world where we're supposed to say, I like what I like. I buy what I like.
Right.
But I want somebody else to like what I like too. They just can't have it the same way that I can't have the shit.
You see what sneaker culture has done?
Yeah, man. What?
You see what it's done to us?
Because I'm like, hey, man, when I go after these shoes, they the ones that be like sold out. You got to pay all this resale, and then you just looking at them in your wish card, hoping that the price go down one day, and then maybe you'll buy them. That's the life I live.
Listen, my most recent pair of shoes, I did that. I've been stalking them shoes for a year. Them mugs was half off, and I got an additional 20% off. Lit. Round of applause for that. But no, that's a real thing.
Like
That's
I hit on some shoes. I'm like, yeah. And then
you went back.
I went back to the site. No, not minutes later. I'm talking about later in the day. No, they were still. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Nah.
My size wasn't available, but it was just like
it was
like that 9 to 12 range that's usually sold out anyway. I was like, wait a minute, it's a whole bunch of these.
And see, that's my range. See, now I want to know what shoes are. Right? I wouldn't know. That's funny as hell. Wait, are they Nikes or Adidas?
No, they Jordans.
Jordans. Okay.
They like it's like, well, okay, I had to say it now. It's an Armand pair, right? And it's like it's a specialty boutique. I don't know who they know and how they got in bed with Jordan brand to like reimagine certain shoes and bring premium materials and all that quote unquote to it. Yeah. And that's always been kind of like my appeal to them. I was like, okay, I like that.
Okay.
I want to get those. And the more I see the pictures and the mockers, I'm like, you know what? I'm buying the hype. They're not on the sneakers app just yet, but they'll probably be there next week. I got these directly from the boutique themselves. So that's what made me feel good about it too. I got them directly from the Armand site rather than.
Oh, that's hard then.
So, but still.
But hey, they might sell out on sneakers.
Of course, everything sells out on sneakers. All the good shoes sell out on sneakers.
Oh, okay, yeah, the good shoes. The good shoes. Listen, the last few pair of Jordan 1s are still out there.
Listen, that's why I was trying. I was telling John, I was like, hey, bro. Like, I understand if you want to get them, but if you want to play the waiting game, it's probably better to play the waiting game.
He knows. And it paid off. It definitely paid off.
Because trust me, them niggas when they get it the first time, they ain't gonna wear them right no way. They ain't gonna dress them up like you, bro.
It's true.
they ain't gonna do what you do.
It's facts.
Might as well just wait and get them late.
Yeah. Real cool. Before we get to Off the Dome, did you update your phone to iOS 18?
I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. My laptop definitely updated, but
you would know if you updated.
So, okay, no, I
didn't.
No,
okay.
I didn't. I don't care.
Never mind.
I got an i6. I got an i14. It's kind of like, hey, bro. Like, and that's not even old, but it's old by what just happened. You know what I'm saying?
True. I updated mine day one. The thing I only care about is to be able to turn my icons to dark mode. That's all I care. Oh. Like it's fire. I love the way my icons, my apps look on my phone now. Like it's dope as it.
What phone do you have?
I have the 13 Pro Max.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Because I got a 14, so I think I had that feature. I don't know.
It's a new feature.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
It's okay.
Listen, bro.
It's fine. Listen, whenever
I'm already out here buying the Jordans that they put two new stitches on it. I'm like, ooh, like you know what I'm saying. So I can't fall for the phone shit too.
That's like rewatching a movie where they add 30 minutes of
the
film.
director's cut.
Yeah, because I sure be excited about that shit. When they did that to the Snyder cut, the Justice League, the 4-hour joint. Yeah. Oh, I sat right there and watched it. I had my own intermission and everything. I watched 2 hours. I took a break. And this was during the pandemic. I remember that specifically. But anyway, you want to get to it?
Yeah, man. Off the dome.
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro. I think you like this, right?
Let's do it.
We're going to be talking about villains a lot this episode in real life and in the, comic book space, right?
Yeah.
But it's one that we would probably never really touch, and it's kind of funny. I want to rank the Catwomen. The portrayals of the Catwomen in live action, right? You have Eartha Kitt with the Adam West. You have Michelle Pfeiffer with Michael Keaton. Ooh. You have I hate to say this, but you got Halle Berry in her own film. And then you have Anne Hathaway in Dark Knight Rises. And then you have Selena Kyle, Zoe Kravitz with the Batman.
Is that 4?
Battison.
That's 5?
That's Battison. So it's 5.
Now, are we talking? Okay.
Just rank them.
See. Ooh, okay. I'm going to rank off of. I'm not going to rank off of appearance.
No. I'm not going to. That's something else.
I'm not going to be.
No, you got it.
Misogynist today. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go off portrayal of the character as a whole. Number 1 to me, absolutely is Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, that's number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Let me put my fingers up. Make sure I get them all.
You want to make sure you run through them again, right?
I think I got
it.
Okay. Okay. Michelle Pfeiffer, Eartha Kitt, And Hathaway, Halle Berry, and then what's my girl? Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz was worse than Halle?
Only because I feel like she wasn't. I feel like she wasn't like actually Catwoman. I think she was more Selena Kyle than Catwoman. Now, if we're going off the character Catwoman as a whole, I have to put Zoe Kravitz last.
Okay, well, if that's the logic, okay, I have no quarrels with that.
Okay,
actually, this is my ranking.
Okay,
I think we agree on one, Michelle Pfeiffer. I think just what Tim Burton and her were able to do.
Absolutely.
Eartha Kitt, only because I respect Eartha Kitt so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying what she did was whack or whatever, but considering the Batman world that she's associated with, it was like over the top.
Oh yeah.
As far as like, you know, she purred. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's iconic though. It's iconic.
Now, and honestly, based on the Adam West Batman villains, to me, she was the best one out of them. Like the Joker, the Riddler, like all of them. Like it was cool. But her portrayal of a Batman villain during that time was the best to me.
That's the thing. It fit the world perfectly.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's the thing. It has to match the Batman world perfectly.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's kind of like Michelle Pfeiffer, then Eartha. Now this where it gets tricky for me. I'm honestly gonna go Zoe at 3.
Oh, wow.
I like Zoe. I mean, because Anne Hathaway, as good as that performance was, I think it's more the same. Like, I think it's like this, right? In my opinion, when you talk about Zoe and her, it's just like we had a dark, gritty Batman. We just had to have Selena Kyle, who was kind of in the space of finding Catwoman, and then Catwoman, Halle Berry. I'm sorry, it's just as fine as she is.
So is Holly last?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. All right. Well, all right, say less. Say less. I seen that the other day too. Now that's what's up. All right. So for my Off the Dome, I finally was able to watch the Marlon Wayans Club Shay Shay interview.
Okay.
Dope interview, by the way.
Okay.
But one particular part of the interview, he talked about In Living Color. Being on it, writing on it, having to write his own sketches, things like that. But he also talked about how In Living Color was a moment in time, right?
Yeah.
As far as just black comedy, just black shows.
Absolutely.
Which got me to thinking, right? Like we lived through, you and I lived through quite a few black shows where it was a moment in time, right? Where you got to sit in front of the TV, watching. Insecure being to me like one of the main ones, right?
Yeah.
But it got me to thinking, like, what TV show, when we were younger or maybe weren't born yet, would you have loved to witness for the first time and be able to look at a moment in time? Because Insecure was a moment for 5 seasons. Every Sunday we was gathered around the timeline like a campfire, like shooting off tweets based on what was happening. Yeah. So what show would you like to do that with that you weren't able to when we were younger?
Okay.
Now, if you need time, I could give you. I got 2 because I give you one of mine.
Go ahead.
The first one, I think we might have talked about this before, but The Wire.
Okay.
Like 5 seasons of heat. Again, shout out to our series, the Oversaturated series, Breaking the Wire. Y'all go check that out. But to be able to witness like a lot of those storylines in real time, I feel like would have been crazy, right? Being able to, there was no social media back then, but
not for real, not like how it is now.
Yeah, but being able to like call people or talk to people at school or wherever about the previous night's episode of The Wire, like especially that opening to season 4, where what's my girl name?
Snoop. Snoop.
Yeah, when she was trying to get the new power drill, right? That was a hell of an opening scene to a host. Like being able to talk about those types of things in real time would have been phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love it, man. I love it.
It's so many ways I can go with this, and I'm trying to stick to black shows, right?
Yeah.
A black show like this is
now if you need to broaden it doesn't necessarily have to be a black show.
No, I want to.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
I got you.
Stick with my people.
I got you.
What was a show that I was really into that was like a black show, and that it felt like it warranted that. Oh, we need to gather around the campfire.
Yeah, and again, you could also think 90s because I mean we were kids in the 90s, so we weren't really. we weren't able to really like.
You know what? I wish that New York Undercover, I was around for that, because you talking about a show that had
Like
the
that.
drama, and it had the 90s s, like, oh, we're gonna get, hey, we got Timmy Campbell to sing at, what I'm saying, to sing at the local jazz club, right? Show. Like, what I'm saying, that type shit. So it's like, if New York Undercover, because I feel like it's such a nostalgia that pulls me to the show when anybody mentions it, but I can only think of maybe 2 episodes from it. So that's by me being so young, you know what I'm saying, to really grasp the concept of it. And the same nigga that gave you the Law and Order ecosystem, Dick Wolf, was the one that produced New York Undercover. So that's why it feels like if I was able to understand what was going on with that show, it would have been dope to get into that.
I feel that. No, that's what's up. That's
so
dope.
I say New York Undercover.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
I had to think. All right. But no, people, that was off the dome, man. Rank those Catwomen, man. All 5 of them.
Yep. And then what TV show do you wish you could have been a witness to as it was airing? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS Gang, What's Happening, Family, and King. We here, baby. We got 2 topics to get here too on the OS News docket for this week. But first things first, hey man, this has been a morbid month, right? It's been like legend after hip hop, current artists just dying and dying and dying. But now we have to make sure we pay our tributes to none other than Toriano Jackson, better known as Tito Jackson, founding member of the Jackson 5 and brother to none other than Michael Jackson. Johnny, what do you have to say about Tito Jackson passing at the age of 70?
Age of 70. Listen, we every time, excuse me, every time we have to come in and talk about an entertainer that passes away, it's like it's always random. It's always random because we don't wake up and expect to see anybody really pass away, but especially legends, right?
Yeah.
Legendary guitarist, legendary entertainer, one of the best groups in music history. Tito Jackson. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad. And I still don't think there has been a cause of death to come out. At least not to my. I haven't seen one.
I think it's like what I seen, heart issues, but but that can be maybe old age. I don't want to put anybody in the ground, but when you start to teeter to that age, what I'm saying, it's every day is a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Definitely, like you said, one of the pioneering members of arguably the boy band archetype. You know what I'm saying? So not only just a singer, but a musician and probably a arranger and all that great stuff. Things that kind of go unsung. And when you're brother to, arguably the greatest human that probably walked, outside of Jesus, it's kind of hard when that's the shadow that you're in. And then Janet Jackson is your little sister.
Right.
So, it's levels to it, right?
Family full of legends, man.
Yeah, family full of legends. And let's not, I don't know where the joke became, how it came on Tito. I don't know why of all the brothers we picked on Tito.
I blame Chris Tucker.
I'm
Michael Jackson, you Tito. Yeah,
damn.
That's crazy.
It just became a thing. So Tito became like the punching bag of the joke. Right. But if anybody understands, anybody that respects music, flowers over, especially since he passed, which is quite unfortunate. I just wish he was here to hear us talk about, the guitar story, how great he was alongside Mike. It just
the positivity.
The positivity. But that's what happens, man. But damn,
I know, man. But again, rest in peace to Tito. Condolences to the entire Jackson family, family, friends, fans.
I'm pretty sure he had kids and grandkids too. So
absolutely.
So definitely condolences to them as a whole.
For sure.
Speaking of a band of brothers going through it, we got another band of brothers going through it right here in our own backyard.
Segway King, man.
Saint Lunatics, comprised of Nelly, Ali, Murphy Lee, Keywan. Did I say Ali?
Yeah.
Okay. Ali, Murphy Lee, Slow Down, and Keywan and Nelly. That's 5. And City Spud. Okay. So 6 members, 5 have come together to sue none other than Cornell Hayes Jr. over royalties. Johnny, what do you have to say about the Saint Lunatics and their pending lawsuit?
Where do I even start with this, right? Because
we've been talking about this for not as far as the like them being sued, like none of that, but just like the public fallout
It's
over
been
the past few years.
It's been so many feuds between Nelly and the Lunatics since I want to say 2020, at least publicly, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like every year is something different. I mean, reading through this, because they're suing Nelly for not adding them to songwriting credits on the Country Grammar album.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, like, we don't really know for real, but if that's the case, then I think I'm on the lunatic side here. Now, why all of a sudden when Country Grammar came out in what, 99? 2000, where it's 20 years later, but the lawsuit is alleging that Nelly has, pretty much said to them throughout the years that, I got you, I'm gonna pay you and all that kind of stuff, which I guess as of now has not happened. So if you need to get your money for an album that has gone diamond, I mean, why not, right? Now, it's unfortunate that Nelly and Ashanti just had their baby, because I know life gonna get way more expensive for him, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. What you think?
I don't know, man. It's like a great street philosopher, Murphy Lee, said, we was broke with a deal, but nobody could tell, so we did what we had to do for Country Grammar to sell. Yeah. I think it was understood that y'all helped. You know what I'm saying? I think that was very much understood that y'all was a group, and everybody put their foot, toenail, heel into making Country Grammar as to what it was. Right? It's not a solely like Nelly project, even though it's a lot of Saint Lunatic stuff on there. Like Batter Up is a single off of there. Like it's certain things on there that we understand that the Lunatics were a part of.
Which Batter Up was one of the songs that they claimed that they didn't get their writing credits for.
Now that's crazy, especially when y'all featured on the goddamn. Exactly, so that's why I it's like, why are they suing Nelly when they can just sue Universal Music Group,
the label? Yeah,
that's like Nelly ain't make y'all sign them contracts back then. It's
because Nelly is the easy target.
That's the thing. Like, Nelly sold his catalog, and there was a portion, right? We don't know what was in there because we talked about it when it happened. But I mean, I'm all for people getting their money, and I have no dog in the fight because I ain't related to none of these niggas. Ain't nobody my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. I wish I had a dog in the fight. I'm like, man, I leave my cousin for real. So that's why, shit. I remember Bugetto. Y'all ain't give him enough. You know what I'm saying? So no. So I'm not. I have nothing to give for that. But it's in the sense of that I feel like y'all should go after the label, not y'all form a bandmate. The bandmate doesn't make contracts. The bandmate doesn't come up with writing percentages and royalties and stuff like that. Because if we look at it, I don't see why they would choose Nelly over y'all back then when y'all came as a package.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would the contracts back then favor one person? Now, granted, Nelly was the first person y'all put out, but what was the next album out of that collective? The Saint Lunatics Free City album. Right. Then it was Nellyville. Then it was Murphy Lee. Then it was Ollie. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, that's why I don't get, how did the contract get messed up on this one, on this?
So with that being said, let me ask you a question. So with the way the albums were released, right? It was Nelly, Free City, Murphy Lee, they came out in that order. Do you think with Nelly saying, I got you, I'm gonna pay you, as they're alleging, do you think Nelly's way of payment is guest verses on the albums or singles to get more notoriety?
That's the thing, right? If we a band of brothers, you can't necessarily nitpick off of the dollar when you're trying to all get on. Okay. Now, granted, you always want to be paid for the work that you put in, but how much more didn't you already get off of what was made from Country Grammar? Now, is this a renegotiation tactic because he sold the catalog?
And honestly,
because that's what it feels like. Y'all didn't get more money when he sold it. That's what it feels like. And maybe that's what I'm resting on, because I'm like, y'all was, if the first album made the money that it did or didn't do, none of the other shit happens. Nelly doesn't get a follow-up album. Y'all don't get the group album.
That's facts.
Y'all don't get the group album. And then Murphy Lee getting his solo album. And then even Ali, who was not a popular member.
Yeah.
And then on probably one of Nelly's, later hits, which was Grills, you was on it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, where did this go left? Because it seemed like y'all was always riding with each other. And then like Nelly was just had a show. And I think Keywan and Murphy Lee was there.
Oh no, I remember that.
And then they do like a reunion picture like a few months ago here. The only person that wasn't in it was Ali.
That was yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Every December, Nelly has a black and white ball, and I think that's where it took place. Yeah.
So how can this come out now?
And I imagine this was in the work. This had to be in the works then.
This had to be in the works then. Because lawsuits, I imagine, shit, somebody that's dealing with something that has to go legal and all that type of stuff. That shit takes time.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So this,
I don't know.
It's like I said, I have no dog in the fight, but it just seems like Nelly is more in the right.
Interesting. So I was just
like I'm siding with Nelly because it feels like all the spoils and riches y'all could have got off of what came later. Only people that can probably feel away is Keywan and Slow Down. Keywan never had a solo album or a solo look, and then Slow Down. I mean,
Slow Down don't even talk.
Yeah,
which he's not named in the lawsuit. So
okay,
yeah.
No, well, hold on.
Slow Down, another former member of the group, is not named.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Reading is fundamental.
I mean,
my bad.
It happens. I got you, bro.
I just saw it right there.
I got you, bro. Okay. Well, I was going to ask. So you don't think that they should be paid?
Yeah, he should give them a stipend of $1,500 that they should all split.
Oh shit. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You remember how high when Baby Powder said, "Hey, I got a $5 money order. Money order that you bitches can split." That's what Nelly should do.
Why 1,500? That's so specific.
I don't know.
That's specific as hell. Not even $1 million.
No.
Bust the million now.
But bust the
1,500
money order too. You're not even getting an ACH payment. You're getting
it's five of them. They get 300 a piece. Yeah. That's crazy.
After taxes too. Take the tax out, nigga.
Taxes, you get my 175.
Take that tax, nigga. What you talking about? I'll be petty. Like y'all let this shit go public. All right, cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just say y'all want another bump in payment off of the royalties, man. But we ain't have to do all this. Now it kind of like it puts a black eye on everything that y'all did.
Damn.
Because remember when
that's unfortunate.
Okay, let's try this out real quick and let's see if it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
Remember when the Lots had to do all that shit with Diddy to get all that shit back?
Yes.
Or all that. Do you think that puts a black eye on what their time was with Bad Boy? Or the music is just the music?
Honestly, I think the music is just the music. Because I mean, whatever they had to go through to get, what was rightfully theirs, the slap's still the slap.
Okay.
All about the Benjamins, still all about the Benjamins.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Do you think it puts a black eye like this puts a black eye on what the Nelly and well, you know what?
Not honestly, no.
Okay.
Because I mean, at this point, at this stage in Nelly and the Lunatics' career, like nobody really I mean this in the most respectful way. Mm-hmm. But as a culture as a whole, right? Nelly has been the one that has gotten the most recognition as of late in the hip hop community.
Yeah.
With country grammar going down, and people rediscovering country grammar and all that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people talking about the Lunatics as a whole.
Yeah.
Hell, even sometimes the Murphy Lee conversation comes up about him being a great lyricist and his album and all that. But Nelly has been the focal point, I'd say, at least the last 5 or 6 years. So I mean, the slaps are still the slaps, but nobody really checking for that at the moment.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I don't think it's a black eye. I was just wondering. It seems like people look at it like that. They want to. It's easy to tarnish what they did commercially and for the area and the region. You know what I'm saying? Like, that the reason I used that was because they was an East Coast group. But then again, Nelly and the St. Lunatics are fighting amongst each other. That was the Lots fighting against their label.
Exactly.
So that's two different things.
Exactly. But I mean, look, we're from the area. We understand the nuances of the culture of St. Louis in general, not even just music, but in general. This is typical St. Louis shit.
Yeah, and
typical
this is
St.
shit
Louis
that's
shit.
really reserved for like R&B groups. Like, you know how like New Edition be fighting? Yeah. Like, we getting tired
Who owns
of
the
y'all.
rights to the name and shit like
kick
that?
us out the group chat, bro. We don't care no more.
Yeah, because I mean, again, the slap's still the slap. So
Yeah.
Batter Up, come on, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna sing the words. It is what it is. Like all this shit, nobody. I mean, maybe they get their money, maybe they don't. It's not gonna affect us anyway.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Still, never mind. No, go ahead.
Well, hey man, let's just try to talk about something that's a little bit better. Like, let's just bring it up before we
I know,
go left
right?
again.
I know, right?
But the Hip Hop Awards nominations for BET have come out for 2024. Megan Thee Stallion leads the nomination pack with 12.
She got 12.
I believe it's 12.
12. I thought it was 8. Hold on.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh no, you was absolutely correct.
12. So
12
Johnny,
nods.
we got Megan Thee Stallion leading the pack with 12 nominations for this year's Hip Hop Awards. React.
I'm actually not mad at that. I think it makes sense. As quiet as it's kept, you know, Drake and Kendrick Lamar have dominated the hip hop headlines this year.
Yeah.
You know, rightfully so. But quietly, Megan has really been killing shit. Her album came out finally. And then the
tour.
the tour, absolutely. And then that the song with the Japanese anime artist has really been killing it this year. Like I've heard that song everywhere. That shit was even at the Democratic National Convention, right? So I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for her to have as many nominations as she's had, especially coming off the new album and the tour. So I mean, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
But let's look at these categories real quick. So where are we starting at?
I guess Artist of the Year.
Hip Hop Artist of the Year. So we have 21 Savage, Cardi B, Drake, Future, Glorilla, Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Interesting bunch here.
Yeah, it is an interesting bunch.
How in the world do Cardi B keep getting nominated for shit and ain't dropped? It ain't dropped it. I don't know.
The same way it was. I don't know.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I do want to shout out Glorilla because I think she's also had a great year, a really great year. She dropped a really dope album.
Yeah, now is that the thing is that was a mixtape I thought.
Oh, was it?
I don't know because this is the thing with the new artists. They get mixtapes and then they get albums because she got a debut album that's coming out. It's supposed to be her name. It's supposed to be Glorious. Like,
oh, that's insane.
I know, right? So what we got was a mixtape or just a project.
Crazy.
Bro.
Now, whatever you want to call it,
it was good. Though.
It was good. It was really good.
Was good.
And I was shocked by that. So I think she deserves this nomination.
Oh yeah.
But let's just get right to it, man. Is Drake or Kendrick Lamar gonna win this?
It's so crazy. It can still be Megan.
Right. No, that's facts. That's
great.
Which I wouldn't be mad because again, she did put out an album this year.
Yeah, and it's her. She hosted the VMAs. You know what I'm saying?
She did host the VMAs. You right.
So hey, Rock Nation. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying, do your thing, bro. Like, I mean, you can say Kendrick, but he ain't gonna be there to receive it. So just let him get the bag.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like Drake definitely ain't gonna be there.
Megan might not be. You don't think?
I think she'll be there. I think she'll be there.
All right.
This like, hey, if you want another show to like pretty much change from your your meat curtains, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Meat curtains is hilarious.
Just go ahead and show it, man. You nominated for 12, you gonna win 8 of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts. All right, so song of the year. We had.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you off.
What you about to
say? No. I was just gonna say give it the bag for that.
For song of the year?
Yeah. Just because it's getting played over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, for real though.
Like that is up there. Getting Sexy is up there. Not Like Us is definitely up there. Yeah, Glow is a moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bangers here. Like, listen, Fiend is big for the people that like it. I'm not sure about Bent, but Doja Cat song is huge too.
Oh yeah, that Doja Cat song is hard.
So, but still.
Just gonna give it to me.
Yeah, just give it to me.
Because honestly, if Not Like Us didn't come out this year, that I feel like that's an automatic shoe.
It's not Like Us or like that. Like, I mean, it's like Getting Sexy, Yeah, Glow. Like, they kind of inhabit the same space, so I think they'll cancel each other out.
That's funny. That's funny. I don't even know how to pronounce this Megan song. Mamushi.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we gonna go with that.
Yeah, we gonna go with that.
All right, hip hop album of the year. We have American Dream, 21 Savage, Everything, Glorilla, For All the Dogs, Scary Hours Edition, Drake, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And Sexy We Trust, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion, One of One, Gunna, Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj, Utopia, Travis Scott, We Don't Trust You, Future, and Metro Boomin. React.
This is actually kind of nasty.
That's crazy.
This is kind of nasty because none of these albums are really like the best. I like Gunna because it's pretty much the same of what the last album was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just cool, right? If we're taking the Scary Hours part of For All the Dogs, yeah, it's the album of the year. It's not even close.
Right,
but that's not what we're
just a
talking
few tracks,
about.
right?
Yeah, just those 6 tracks. The Scary Hours edition. You got to make sure you preface that.
Right.
Pink Friday wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
like it was okay.
And we just said Glorilla shit wasn't an album.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
American Dream by 21 Savage is pretty solid as an album. We Don't Trust You. I don't know. No.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm not mad at Glorilla winning this.
I'm not either, but I feel like I don't know. Like I don't know what anything is anymore.
I feel like
that's why I'm just so
real.
confused.
That's
I don't
real.
know what anything is.
I can see it going to Future and Metro. I can see that happening, but honestly, out of this list here, Glorilla probably deserves it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think as an entire project, that Glorilla project might be the best out of the bunch. So I don't know. Anyway, best hip hop video. I'm not even gonna run through this. It's either between Megan Thee Stallion, Boa, and Not Like Us. So take that as you will. Or did you want to go through them? Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't think niggas care enough about videos.
That's facts. Best breakthrough hip hop artist. Do you know any of these people besides Lady London? Well, hold on. Let's just go through it.
Right, that's my fault.
All right, my fault. All right, so best breakthrough hip hop artist. We have 41. I'm not sure how to say this, so I'm just 310 baby, 310 baby.
310 baby.
Okay. Boss Man D-Lo, Cash Cobain, Lady London, Sexy Red, Skilla Baby, Tommy Richmond.
Yeah.
Tommy Richmond, that's the okay.
That's one song. That ain't enough.
Got you.
Sexy Red, I don't know why she's on the list. Sexy Red shouldn't be on here.
What's the difference between breakthrough and new?
Because Sexy Red has already been identified as a star, right? Like
True.
she already got her song. She already has her own tour. You know what I'm saying?
All facts.
All the rest of these people are kind of like bubbling or getting their feet wet. You know what I'm saying? That's what the difference is, I think, in a breakthrough artist.
Which is crazy because Lady London has been in the game for a very long time, and she just put out her debut album this year.
It'd be like that.
That's crazy.
It's like Doechii and all these other people. Like they be out for years. Like, I mean, if you want to be honest, maybe Boss Man D-Lo, but that's too slippery, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I fuck with Boss Man heavy, so I would say Boss Man, that's but funny. I mean,
Cash Cobain has been on a hell of a feature run.
Yeah,
I've seen him on a lot of, or heard him on a lot of songs. So I have no clue who 41 and 310 Baby are.
310 Baby got the left, right. Let me see you do it. Left, do it, right. You ain't never heard this one?
I'm not sure. I don't think I have. I know it's. Listen,
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I'll be trying to help. John.
I'm sorry.
It's a dance song too. That's the thing that makes it horrible.
Damn.
No, the fact that you don't know because it's just a dance song.
It's me.
I didn't ask you to go listen to.
Listen, it's me. I know.
Boss Man. D-Lo.
I know it's my fault. I know that. Okay. I know. I accept.
But he only has that one song.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to help you with that.
Got you. I'm gonna go check it out though. Send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So who you think gonna get it though?
Either between. I mean, obviously the biggest star here is Sexy Red. So it's either Sexy Man, but I think Boss Man D-Lo should get it.
Gotcha.
That's what I think.
Got you. All right. So next we have best collaboration. We got At the Party, Kid Cudi featuring Pharrell and Travis Scott, Band for Band, Central C featuring Lil Baby, Bongos, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Everybody, Nicki Minaj and Lil Uzi. I forgot about that song. First Person Shooter, Drake featuring J. Cole, Like That, Metro Boomin, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Mamushi, Mamushi, Megan Thee Stallion, Yuki Chiba, and Wannabe, Glorilla featuring Megan Thee Stallion. First thoughts.
First Person Shooter shouldn't be on here. because we established that happened long before this, right?
See, okay, because so the awards are happening in October or something, like sometime soon, right? I think it starts from like toward the end of last year on to this year. So when did First Person Shooter actually drop?
Well, if you can't count the Scary Hours edition because that's what came out later in the year. That's why I don't feel like this shit should be on that.
Great point.
It shouldn't be on.
Well, okay.
Because that's not a Scary Hours edition song. That was just on For All the Dogs, which came out like in the spring. Like that came out like what, May last year?
And I was gonna say, what was the time span between For All the Dogs and Scary Hours edition coming out? Was that like a couple months or something?
Absolutely. Hold on,
because I wonder if both versions of the album fall into the nomination period. Because if that's the case, then I guess it makes sense.
What?
Like,
No. Well, the actual For All the Dogs came out October the 6th. So I stand corrected on that. So even so that means that album, but First Person Shooter came out before the album.
Oh, that's okay. That's true. That's
so
true.
That collaboration would have been out long enough for it to make the BET Awards hip hop nominations.
True, but maybe at that point they hadn't entered it for nominations. Because don't you have to like submit and all that kind of stuff?
Well,
at least that's how the Grammys work.
That's all I say.
I don't know if it follows the same type of.
But I think just going off of how early that was last year and it dominated last year, I don't think if it's the best collaboration, then you can say that. But I don't know. It's kind of like it's unfair because that shit came out so last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like early last year. That's why I was like,
look at the video. Is the video not even nominated?
See, that's the point.
Nah, I got you.
That's why I'm like, because it's like I want to say Like That or Mamushi or some shit, but it's like First Person Shooter is right there.
Hey man, just tell them who you think between First Person Shooter Like That. Who you think
win? Like that?
For real? But you know what?
But like you said, like you like what J. Cole did on So Money You Did Drake.
I was just about to say that. So not
so if we're going off of one metric, I like what Kendrick Lamar did on Like That.
So wait. So is Kendrick's verse on Like That better than J. Cole's verse on First Person Shooter? Or does Like That negate First Person Shooter?
Because like That only negates First Person Shooter. It's not a better verse though.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I'm not mad at it.
It's not a better. It's not. I can. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. It's not a better verse, but impactful.
No, Like That is absolutely clearly. It clearly was the beginning of what we got. Right.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm going there, brother.
But that J. Cole verse, man. Oh, you know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of this First Person Shooter nomination, I don't see no J. Cole nominations for Might Delete Later.
Now that was a mixtape for sure, and that could be, acknowledged as a.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Or maybe J. Cole don't care.
I don't know.
But some of that shit should definitely absolutely be nominated. But anyway, let's keep rolling. Best duo or group. So we have Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, 41, Kyle Rich, Jen Carter, Tata, I don't know. Common and Pete Rock, Earth Gang, Flyana Boss, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross and Meek Mill. Rick Ross and Meek Mill. That's so random.
Well, they did an album that wasn't good. Remember?
No.
Oh,
I guess that's the
reason.
Dang.
Because we talked about it. It just wasn't good.
Okay.
Like we didn't do an album review. We just talked about the idea of it.
Got you. Okay. Shout out to Flyana Boss for being nominated.
Man, this shit is ass. Future Metro Boomin. Like, this is dumb.
Like you said, let's just keep going.
Yeah,
let's keep going.
Because
the rest,
what are we talking about?
Outside of it's only 2 real groups here: Earth Gang and Flyana Boss, and neither of them winning
at all.
That's crazy. All right. Best live performer. You want to go through it?
No,
Kendrick.
Let's
Kendrick it is.
Lyricist of the year.
Lyricist of the year.
21
Savage, Cardi B, Common, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj.
Okay, we're gonna eliminate those last 3. and we're gonna eliminate the first two.
Oh,
The answer is in the middle. Common, Drake.
Common, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. That's funny.
Out of the list that we have here, and Common dropped a pretty good project with Pete Rock.
Absolutely.
But nobody cares. So, do we think he should win? Nah.
If his lyrics better.
Yeah, if his lyrics better, but I don't. It's like.
But who listened to it?
Yeah, sometimes that shit matters, bro. Because if that's the case, we should have shifted this around and put like the ransom niggas in here. You know what I'm saying? Like Benny the Butcher. We should have put if we going off of that.
It's facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, facts are
so
facts.
it got to be off of what niggas listen to. So if we going off lyrics, it's Kendrick because niggas still breaking down Euphoria.
They are.
So we breaking down Untitled with the Black Force. Shit. So we know who the lyricist is. I don't know. Yeah, it's the lyricists of the year. Like y'all, it's not party bop of the year, so it can't be Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what niggas get on.
It's so many breakdown videos of every Kendrick Lamar song in this beef. Even this newest joint, the Untitled joint that just came out.
Good.
Off that alone, it gotta go to Kendrick.
Yeah,
it got to. We gonna skip video director because we ain't seen no videos.
Producer of the year.
ATL Jacob, Cash Cobain, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, Metro Boomin, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, The Alchemist.
Metro.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he the one you got the Future stuff and he produced for everybody else
too. True.
That's why.
But The Alchemist, I think quietly has been going crazy this year because he even produced one of those Kendrick
he did Euphoria.
songs. He did Euphoria and was another one, right? Or just Euphoria?
I think it was just Euphoria.
Okay. But he's been producing for a lot of hip hop acts throughout the year as well. So
I'm not knocking, but who is it though? I said, who is it though?
That he been producing for?
Yeah.
Of course you would ask me. I don't remember.
You can't say a lot of people are not giving no examples.
I know.
And that's the thing. I'm not saying this, but I mean, listen, I said Metro and 21, he do for 21, do for Future, and then you look up like, you'll hear Metro's drop on some other stuff too.
And Q-Tip, right? I want to get to Q-Tip. Q-Tip produced LL Cool J's album.
Okay.
That just came out.
Okay.
And that album is great.
Okay.
Like I was pleasantly surprised at how really good the LL Cool J album was.
Okay.
So Q-Tip looks like the odd thumb.
I'm not saying Metro should win it and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just talking about, I guess you go off of like what's visible.
Yeah. But I was surprised by the LL Cool J album, especially with Q-Tip producing. So I'm glad to see him being acknowledged here. I guess is what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Do I think he's gonna win? Probably not. But it's dope to see him there. It's dope to see him there.
Yeah.
So yeah. DJ of the year. Do we care?
I say yeah, because I mean it's pretty stiff competition there.
All right. So
I'm not familiar with Big Von. Are you?
With Big Von? No,
okay.
no, I'm not.
But DJ D Nice, Drama, Khaled, K-Tronada, Metro, Mustard, and The Alchemist. Now that's depends on. I don't know what we're looking for, but I like K-Tronada. Fuck you talking about? Like just listen.
Let me get the one. Yes. I love it. Shout out to K-Tronada. Booming.
Just off the strength of let's find somebody that doesn't get the recognition that they properly deserve.
Yeah.
Not to say Metro ain't had a phenomenal year. Mustard off of the one beat that we know he did. I know he did other stuff. The Alchemist always making moves. Khaled more of a song arranger than he actually does DJ stuff these days. DJ D Nice with the pass the mic stuff he still does. DJ Drama always being active, but K-Tronada is not only a phenomenal DJ,
he's also a phenomenal producer. He has 2 or 3 albums that are really good. 99.9% was his debut, I believe. Bubba was his second one. He just put out a new one this year too, which was also fire. So I would love to see K-Tronada win this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, best hip hop platform: Bootleg Kev, Club Shay Shay, Complex, Drink Champs, $1 Million Worth of Game, On the Radar, The Breakfast Club, Joe Budden Podcast, The Shade Room, Double XL. Club Shay Shay. Look, having a hell of a run this year. Started literally from January and has been going crazy ever since.
I don't know, but do you consider it hip hop though? It's more of a.
It's not only
like,
hip
it's
hop.
urban more so.
Yeah.
I can't think of like any rappers that's been on there. Like I don't see Shannon Sharp doing any like album breakdowns. Like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
That's true. I mean, it's true.
It's
true.
I mean, it's more so like who's the best urban platform that we have.
Okay,
And now if you phrase it to that, I would say Club Shay Shay, and it's not close.
Yeah,
but if we're just talking about like the things, because I wouldn't consider Joe Budden just a hip hop platform.
I wouldn't either. Now they do album reviews and things like that, but
they talk about what's going on in the culture.
Yeah, they have an array of guests, right? Like they had Candace Owens on at one point. Like they have different types of guests. And thinking about Club Shay Shay, he just had on John Cena recently. Like shit like that,
which was a pretty good interview.
So yeah,
but it's like I don't know what are we looking for with this. That's the thing. I'm not sure.
We're looking for platforms that are run by Black people,
and then
that's it.
And I'm about to say XXL, like you can't. They only pop out when they have freshman lists.
True.
That's it.
True.
And half the freshmen, like low key, are already known. So it's like there's no really, like we already go through that argument of, you know what I'm saying, they already have a branding or following. So it's kind of like XXL saying that they're a freshman means nothing if they already have the established fan base.
Right. Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it used to mean something like, oh, they're XXL freshmen. Let me check out their music. But now you come to me and you got 1 million followers and a hit song already.
But that's a reflection of the music. Yeah, the times of music industry now, because that's what labels look for. They look for those artists or entertainers who are already established to go and sign. So I guess maybe they had to follow suit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, print media is already,
over with.
Absolutely
over with.
But so I have no answer.
Honestly, my answer is Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just had to bring nuance to it. I was like, is he really?
I feel that. Well, shit, or any of these?
None of them honestly fit the bill.
Yeah. So
like Hustler of the Year. Okay, man. Like, all right, let's talk about this best feature verse and get about.
Oh, right.
Like,
forget Hustler of the Year. That's funny.
Y'all wild.
That's funny. Okay. The category is called Sweet 16, Best Feature Verse. Okay. All right, 21 Savage. Good. ASAP Rocky, Gangsta. Cardi B, The Wannabe Remix. Drake, Meltdown. J. Cole, First Person Shooter. Kendrick Lamar, Like That. Lil Wayne, Brand New. Megan Thee Stallion, Wannabe.
Okay.
I think we kind of said the answer already.
I think so too. I think, honestly, I really wish you had heard this Drake verse on this Travis fight. But I say Drake was
Drake verse on what?
On Meltdown.
On Meltdown.
Ooh, he was popping shit.
That was on Utopia?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, it ain't enough, but it was a good verse. It's a good verse.
It's good, but it's not enough.
It really is. And I think we already said that we would probably, I said I would lean towards Kendrick in this, but I know that I announced that J. Cole has the better verse.
Yeah. I'm in hindsight, I'm going J. Cole.
Yeah.
Hindsight is always 2020. Yeah. But when Like That came out, I was absolutely going
man, what? Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
All your dogs getting buried. Anyway, no, J. Cole. J. Cole. For sure. But you don't want to do impact track?
What is there?
All right, let's do it. Impact track, Blessings, Nicki Minaj featuring Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Fortunate, Common and P Rock, Get With Me, Boss Man D-Lo, Hiss, Megan Thee Stallion, Humble Me, Killer Mike, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, Precision, Big Sean, Yeah, Glorilla.
The fact that you got Not Like Us and then a song with Nicki Minaj and a gospel artist in the same track is, the same category. It's kind of crazy, but
impactful.
I mean, we going off the impact. A lot of Drake stands will say that Not Like Us is the reason that Kendrick got the Super Bowl. So that's impact, baby.
Yeah,
that's impact, baby.
That's it right there.
That's the impact.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what
you can argue and say that's the top 5 Kendrick song right now.
It's true.
And I ain't saying
that's crazy.
And I ain't talking about from lyrical standpoints and all that shit.
Just the
song.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
There you have
that's
it.
Why. That's crazy.
Yeah, let's talk about this, man.
That's crazy. So yeah, those are, and then it's best international flow. But yeah, we'll
get to that.
We'll leave it at that.
But yeah, that was the Hip Hop Awards, people. Let's try this out for size, man. Speaking of somebody that's clearly not like us, and we thought it was Sean, Diddy, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Love, Combs. I think I missed one.
You probably did.
No, they called him PD in the thing too. So it was like, okay, so Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, PD, and Love Combs has been arrested on a multitude of charges in New York City. Johnny, what can you say about the fallen hip hop icon that now that he's been arrested for the things that we've been talking about for the past few months?
I think ever since Cassie came out with her lawsuit, right? Yeah. Which I looked it up. That was like back in December of 23.
Yeah.
So ever since that, I think we've been kind of saying and alluding to that at some point in the future, Diddy was getting arrested. We didn't know when it was going to happen. We didn't know where it was going to happen, how, none of that. But we knew this day was coming, right? Mm-hmm. And now we're here. Like, we know it takes like federal investigators, the FBI, whoever, it takes them months and months, maybe even years, to gather the type of evidence that they need for whatever they're trying to indict an individual on. And they raided his houses in Miami, LA, something like that, in March of this year.
Yeah.
March of this year. So we're looking at December last year, the Cassie lawsuit, which was kind of like the spark of everything, right? Yep. We started seeing him. We started seeing brands distance themselves from him.
Yeah.
He was for the last few years, Diddy's been trying to give publishing back to Bad Boy artists and things like that. Excuse me. Seemingly, it looks like Diddy knew that all of this was coming, right? Because he's been trying to get right in the media. At least that's what it looks like. So in March, his house gets raided. They get whatever they need, and then last week we have the arrest. We have the arrest. So less than 12 months since the Cassie lawsuit, Diddy is finally arrested. Sex trafficking, racketeering, all these crazy charges, right?
Yeah. And
he's being held without bail. They took his passports. They took his kids' passports. It's real now. It was all kind of speculation and what's going to happen next, but this is real now. It's real, really real. And here we are.
Right.
Here we are,
man. We speak about villains all the time. But Jesus Christ, when you got something like this, and it's like Diddy being at the top of the food chain for a very, very long time.
Very long time.
And like I say, we get all so aloof when we watch these shows. We like villains. We watch enough shows and documentaries and movies and dramatizations of situations to know that the music industry ain't nothing but gangsters. It ain't nothing but gangsters.
Right.
Gangsters got in the music industry to wash their fucking money, and that's always been the game. And obviously things changed from the 1950s than they do now, but it's still the same stuff. And Diddy being charged with all these things, like you said, racketeering, sex trafficking,
it's crazy.
Having the term freak offs and things like this. Now, this is my thing, right? I have no problem with Diddy hosting these freak parties and things like that, right? Because if you're adult, do adult things, right? I wasn't none of them, but I'm just saying consensual things. But if you're recording people, drugging people, using minors in said, parties, okay, that's where it gets nasty. But if everybody's adult and everybody's consenting, hey, baby, it's up, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
It's up. It is what it is. Shit, that wing is for that. You know what I'm saying? that side of the house is for that. You know what I'm saying? But the baby oil, bro. That thousand. Did we need to know that? Now listen. The only thing I saw that was confirmed was the baby oil. I've seen stuff float around about 700 dildos. I was like, hey, that is insane.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? 700? Why do you need 700 of those of flesh?
Hygiene.
Who cleans?
Don't matter. You get a new one every time.
I just want to know, what cleaning person comes through and sanitizes the house? Ain't enough Lysol bombs to if it was a room full of fucking and body stuff, you know what I'm saying, oil and body fluids and stuff like that. Bro, what type of cleaning bill is that? Let's try to make this normal for us. Who cleans the house?
It's not enough incense or sage in the world. to be able to cleanse the aura that is in these damn rooms.
And this the thing. This nigga lives in that house. I would want to live in the fucking house. Like that's like living in the trap house. Like I want to live in that. like imagine like, oh, my kids play here sometimes. This is my daughter's playroom when the freak offs ain't happening.
You don't think he got the bookshelf where you pull the book and like the room open? You don't think he got that? you think the room is just there?
So he has the Batcave of Filth.
Yes. You don't think
the bookshelf? You must have
with the spiral staircase that go down.
So he scanned his eye.
Yes. You think the room just open? You think you could just open the living room door and it's there? No, absolutely not.
Well, if they rated that, well, you know what? They know how to rate the house properly. So yeah, they would have found it.
Listen, they got the architect design. They got all this. They got all of it.
But it's so crazy because just thinking about who he is, and I honestly think two things can be true. I'm not of the conspiracy theory that, oh, they're out to target black men because he did this to black and brown people mostly. So I'm not in the space of the what-isms. Like, you know what I'm saying? The what about? No. But I still think he's a scapegoat for something larger, though, too. Okay. Because I feel like somebody like that's been powerful this long, as powerful as he has been for so long, just doesn't come down overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like a systematic play at hand. Now, I don't know if it was some liquor niggas he was in bed with or, you know what I'm saying, the music industry higher-ups trying to get him out the way. Like, I think it's a grander play at, a grander move at play right now. And then, like, you sent me, or I think, you know, we sent it to each other, however, the Kevin Loud stepping down.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin Loud stepping down on the same day that this nigga gets indicted.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So I just want people to kind of look at the chessboard and see what's going on. Kevin Loud stepping down, either he was involved
or he just really trying to distance himself from the music industry as a whole. Because it wasn't even him. It was like two other high-level CEOs, executives from other music labels as well. Hell, even now, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but hell, even the CEO of Nike. Now, I know Nike been going through some issues lately with their stock price and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't think it was enough for the CEO to step down himself.
It can be plenty of things. I don't even know where to start with the Nike stuff. I don't know if it bleeds over to what we're dealing with over here, but that would be very interesting.
Crazy, right? Insane.
Because, you know, Diddy being worth $1 billion and somebody actually gets paid $1 billion to run a company, I don't think that their money separates them for the things that they like to do.
Yeah.
So if Diddy hosting the party, hey baby, come through. Baby, come on through. My house is the freak house. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty nasty, bro.
It's very nasty.
So, like I said, and I said this when his house got raided, the only people I feel bad for in this moment is them girls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like his daughters, because I mean, well, anybody that's been harmed, you know, by Diddy, but I'm talking about like as far as immediate family goes with him, like, you know, you got girls and they mama down. And now they find out their daddy is like, you know,
nasty. Extremely nasty.
Listen,
man, social media gonna always get the jokes off.
Yeah.
One of the greatest jokes, and this is probably his name from now on, like the diddler, like that. That's where we are.
Yeah.
Because come on, man,
and
that's really some Batman shit to have that type of room.
Okay. And maybe this is too early to have a conversation about it. Let's just see what happens if there's going to be a trial and what happens. But does this tarnish? Is this like hip hop?
On hip hop as a whole,
I
say no.
Okay.
Now, if we're talking Diddy, we're talking Diddy's section on hip hop, kinda, because you have to go back decades of this. Like, this is not just a recent thing. These are things that's been happening for a very long time. Like, we're looking at, Shine spoke out. We gotta look at Aaliyah when she was alive, because I've heard rumblings about Aaliyah being involved. We gotta think about Justin Bieber. I've been hearing a lot of things about Justin Bieber being involved. Usher when he was 13. Like, this goes back decades.
Yeah.
So
and this is the thing, bro. And I have to disagree with you on that point, because Diddy is hip hop, and we propped him up to be such a spokesperson of the culture for so long. The minute he does some fucked up shit, oh no, he ain't it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he been out front for us for a very long time.
So you think it cast a shadow over the entirety of the genre?
Because no matter what, the the East Coast West Coast stuff was such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac and Biggie's murders was such a big deal. Him being at the focal point of that alone
Mm-hmm.
is enough, right? But he still stayed around 25, 30 years after the fact. And he never, like, we never looked at Diddy as somebody that's like struggled for relevancy because he was always relevant.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be a business deal, hopping on somebody's song, being associated with a city girl, like, it's always been something. Hell, fighting his coaches, like his son's coach at UCLA. It was he's found himself to be in every space of hip hop. That's why I feel like there's, I wouldn't say a complete back eye, but you know, maybe it's a little scratch, a little scab, you know what I'm saying? But we can't give Diddy the credit for being the focal point of so much of hip hop, and then now when it's time to, you know, hey, no, it was Diddy by itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it's kind of like neither here nor there.
I got you. I mean, and honestly, your points are valid. Mm-hmm. Like his ability to stay relevant for years in not only hip hop, but you know, outside of hip hop as well. So I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. This is absolutely going to trial. I really do think this shit gonna be bigger than OJ.
Because he played not guilty. So
this is gonna be insane. Do you think he brings people down with him? Because he's looking at like some of these sentences are like life sentences, like for the things that he's being indicted for. So he's gonna get some. He might not get life, but I feel like he's gonna get some type of jail time. But with that, do you think he's taking people with him? No.
I don't know if he got it. Well, I mean, shit, they on the tapes. Unless they got, you know, your favorite, whoever your favorite is, in the room with a minor doing something nasty. Hey, you might have to go down too, my brother or sister. I don't know. It's gonna be. But I think that's the thing, right? Why did he just can't be a freak by itself? Why we got to be so crazy to want people to be in the room? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually annoyed by it. Like, hey, Diddy could have just been the nasty nigga by itself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But because it's never really usually the one individual. Like
I said,
you share
down for somebody.
You share it with you share whatever your kinks or passions, whatever, with people. They start bringing more people. But again, Diddy is very he's a billionaire, right? Mm-hmm. People up there in the top 0.5%, they be doing some nasty shit. Clearly.
Yes, sir.
That 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't even think we're talking about the miniature joints. We're talking about the full size joints. Like, that's crazy.
What if it's industrial size? What's big? Like
that's even worse. 1,000 industrial.
You know how you go to Sam's and you don't get like the regular bottles, you get the liter bottles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk about water, but still,
that's
a liter of baby oil.
Whole new meaning to slip and slide. That's crazy. But clearly,
yeah, man.
Listen, what we doing?
Hey, man, let's try to run through this.
Get to it?
Yeah, just get to it. All right, blurred topic, blurred segment. We'll do this before we get up out of here, man. Me and Johnny stumbled onto a great debate, and this shouldn't take too long with us. You know what I'm saying? But bear with us, people. You fuck with us. You fuck with that blur. We got you. Word. Now we trying to rank MCU villains. What, post phase 3?
Yeah, phase 4 through current,
right? So we're just gonna try and get a top 5, and we're gonna include MCU Disney Plus as well too. Mm-hmm. So did you want to run through everybody or just kind of get the ranking?
Let's just get the ranking.
Okay, because I mean, it depends, right? Mm-hmm. Now, okay, so do we go He Who Remains Loki season 1? Like, do you think he's top 5 worthy?
That's an interesting question, right? Because we only see him in the finale.
Yeah.
And in that finale, he was phenomenal.
Okay, so do you tank on his Ant-Man performance in season and Loki season 2 performance to make it one complete character?
See,
or do you just do Who Remains from the Loki series?
Do you think we can? Because even though technically it's the same character, it's 3 different versions.
Yeah, no, right.
So
because like if you ask me, the Kang from Ant-Man is trash.
See,
but if you're talking about the Loki He Who Remains, like I like He Who Remains Loki. I like,
Victor Timely.
Victor Timely.
Yeah, I fuck with Kane and Quantumania. It just
Maybe
sucked.
the movie was trash.
It sucked. He got beat by ants. Like that's the bullshit.
Okay, maybe that's what's
the
clouded
bullshit.
my judgment.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you ask me, no, he definitely. I mean, the character.
yeah.
You forget all that. He's top 5 worthy.
Oh,
I ain't say he was one.
For this conversation, let's just loop them all together since it's just a variant of the same character.
Okay.
Yeah. So absolutely.
So we're not going to talk about Taskmaster and Dreykov from Black Widow at all, right?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure because there was like a slash. What about Shang-Chi? His pops.
The real Mandarin.
What do you think about him as a villain?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He was
top 5
he was
worthy for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going again. Oh, go
ahead. Namor. Wakanda Forever.
Namor's top 2. He could be 1 or 2.
He might be 1.
Yeah. Look,
he might.
I'm not mad at either.
We got 3 already.
Look, I'm not mad at either or.
Okay. The High Evolutionary might be
absolutely
1.
top 5. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's
4. That's 4
right there.
Okay, so 5th spot. You pick a person, I'm gonna pick a person. Let's see if we pick the same person. Because in my brain, I got who I want to be number 5.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm looking at the entire list first before I go there.
Yep. And
okay, I'm stuck between 2.
Okay.
But I think I got who I want.
Who you got?
I'm probably gonna go Mysterio. Okay.
Same.
I think I'm going Mysterio.
Against my own better judgment, because I don't like Mysterio's background in No Way Home.
But he was cooking though. But he was cooking. With what he had to do, he was cooking. It's true. And what he set up too, just putting Peter Parker's identity out there, changed the game.
Absolutely,
that changed a lot for it.
Absolutely.
So I would probably say that I was gonna say Agatha.
She's a close 6. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like because what she did to set off the Scarlet Witch and all that, and then arguably getting her own show, which is kind of crazy, but
yeah.
But no, so we got our 5, right?
Yeah. Remind me, who's the villain of Doctor Strange?
Wanda.
Oh, that's right.
That's the thing.
Trash.
Wanda was. It really was Wanda,
right?
When nobody else.
Yeah, nah, nope. Anyway, yeah, we got our 5.
All right, we got our 5. Let's go and rank them, bro. So we said High Evolutionary. We had Kane. We got Namor or Namor. Not sure how to pronounce it. We got the Mandarin and we got Mysterio. That's 5. So I'm gonna go on the I'm gonna down this hill and just say 5 is Mandarin.
See, I would put.
I don't say Mandarin 5.
I'd put Mysterio at 5, only because his background trash, but he a fire villain. Like that's my only thing. And then I'm going Mandarin 4.
But it's okay. That's where we flip because I probably would put Mandarin like 5 and then Mysterio 4.
That's fine.
Okay, let's see what we do with 3. Now, who goes to 3?
Who's left? We got Kane. High Evolutionary, Namor. Oh,
I'm gonna say Kang at 3. I don't care how many times that nigga played, it never convicted me more than the first 2.
See, that's crazy. Because I kind of want to put Kang at 2. So okay, one is High Evolution.
Yeah, okay. One
is there. One is there.
All right, we can agree that.
Now it's a toss up between Namor and Kang.
Okay, Namor killed the queen and said, "Gather your dead." Like you're the queen now. I don't care what. I'm sorry.
That's G shit. That's G shit.
Just G shit. Telling somebody like you're the queen
in their home country, like
right outside the window,
right out, hovering over the dead body.
He said, "You're queen now."
Nah, all right,
away with the winged feet.
Name more too.
Hold on, the feet went like this. This shit flapped off.
Fucking Icarus.
Yeah.
All right, name more too.
Yeah, name
more too.
So that's what I was saying. Like that's why you got talking out, bro.
They almost put him to win. But High Evolutionary.
That nigga was so unhinged. He had no problem with killing. He had no heart. I don't think this nigga really had like a motive.
Nah,
he wasn't even sympathetic. He was just like, this nigga's just wild.
This man had a version of his own face stretched out against his face. Like that's crazy.
Didn't he? What did he say? He said, God stopped, so I had to step in.
There is no God, so I stepped in. No, that's a bar. That's a bar.
That's a bar.
All right, no. High Evolutionary 1. Namor 2. Kane 3.
All right.
This is where we differ, but I'm going Mandarin 4.
Mysterio 5.
5.
I got Mandarin 5, Mysterio 4 though.
That's
but
crazy.
at least we agreed on the top 5.
I know, that's crazy.
But yeah, no. High Evolutionary.
Agatha honorable mention.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. That was our top 5 MCU villains, man. You know, maybe next week we'll tap into Agatha all along and what's going on with the Penguin. We have different opinions on the shows. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was under influence. I liked everything I watched. You know what I'm saying? Like everything hit for me, baby.
You know what? After the 3rd episode of Agatha, let's come here and talk.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it's 6 or 9 episodes. If it's 6, we could definitely do like a half and half.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, bet.
All right. Bet. But hey, man, clearly we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long.
Yes, sir.
Hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, and we will catch y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're on YouTube, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
OS Song of the Week.
Song of the Week.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.